and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfucker past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast locked within a cage. They're setting traps and almost kill me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Pour a drink on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where we go from here? From here.
What's up, everybody? What's happening,
man?
And Barilla, man, we up in here. Another week, man. We're up under the palm trees, baby.
You feel me, baby?
So look, we hitting that New Orleans style on y'all today. We got a good one today, but before we get into it, you already know how we pay homage to how our week was.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna start off, bro. How was your week?
I mean, my week so far, thus far, last week, I'm counting to this week from last Wednesday. It's been productive. Growth. I'm learning to be more myself and not be so hard on myself at the same time. You know, learning to relax a little more.
We'll be there ourselves.
Yeah, man. I would Mike Tyson. So I've been giving myself a break, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, so I'm learning that, taking a lot of stress off. You know what I'm saying? Yoga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yoga good.
Everybody think you're talking about yogurt.
Nah, the actual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there. You know, and staying flexible. And moving forward, reading. I'm reading a book called Man Up. You know what I'm saying? It's my partner sent me the book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reading stuff. I'm just reading different things. You know, learning different things. You know, understanding myself more. So I've been good.
Yeah. So my week it's been solid. So I gave a little shout out to the trash people. They gave us a new dumpster. New trash can.
Oh, okay.
So I come back this week just passed, so they don't empty my little trash no more. So I guess I ain't getting no instructions to it. I guess you can't use our small garbage can no more. So they just left that. So I guess we can't use that. But if anybody out there work for the city, let me know what's going on. So
it's obvious.
So that was dude, dealing with these McDonald's.
No, man.
Good God, I'm talking about
it's over with.
In the drive-thru. I don't know I picked the wrong monitor to go to every time. Like the one I picked, always the one that be held back. Like they got the 2 lanes.
Yeah.
So I always pick the wrong one where they don't come to that one. Shit, 3 cars go back. They want to ask me, can I take your order? I be so frustrated. Shit, it happened today. I told my kid, we're gonna stop this McDonald's shit. I can't with y'all. I don't know, man. It's sad. So I don't know. That's my little rant. But other than that, good. I ain't,
Yeah.
I just shoot the shit, but this shit crazy. I be so hot, dude. Didn't remind you now. My damn wonder don't work. So I gotta get up there on my damn door. I need 30 when I pull up there. I had to pull past the window, open the damn door, and reach back to grab it. Just get my shit. How that motherfucker was on baby boy. Baby boy that was in drive-thru. She's like, get my shit. That's what. So, but I'm just telling y'all, man.
Yeah.
Check that shit right. Like, it's real talk, bro. This will be going on, bro.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, I just don't even get into it, buddy. I be nice as fuck. Hey, how y'all doing?
I can't.
Hey, what's going
Like
on?
my shit way off. Like I'm the nicest dude, but then I get like, oh, like do it again. We doing this again. You know, I walked in McDonald's. Damn, wait, McDonald's yesterday too. Shit. So I walk into my daughter. The dude was standing there. The dude said, "Man, I'll be in 30 minutes wait." And ain't nobody came up to the register and asked me, "Can I take your order?" Like it's like
no, he had the counter.
Look, he turned around. He told my daughter. He said, "No." He told me first. He said, "Look, I've been here 30 minutes already, and ain't nobody walked up to the register and said, 'Can I take your order?'" 30 minutes.
And they came and took your order?
Well, no, he finally, when I walking in and stood behind, he finally asked the lady, he was like, "Hey, can somebody take my order?" I'll do that way for 30
Way
minutes.
for that.
Yeah.
Way for that.
What up, Roslyn? What up, sis? I see you in the house. Look, we're gonna get into that topic in a minute. We just, you know what I'm saying? We talk about yeah. So
yeah.
So look, community talk.
You been watching the playoff?
I watch a little. I'm not.
I mean, why I ain't interested in that thing no more?
Man, it ain't interesting just yet. Like
Okay.
it's nowhere in the championship time yet.
Oh, ain't that what it is?
I watch a good game. I'm telling you who been a good game. Now I like the Golden State, Sacramento Kings. Them big good games.
Oh yeah.
They tied up 2-2.
Oh, okay. So that's
Golden State came back.
Okay.
These young bucks, they game be close.
Okay, let me watch that.
These young guns.
Playing.
Yeah. And these young guns bring it back to them.
What?
De'Aaron Fox and Monk and all them, they bring it right back to them.
Okay.
So that's a good series.
Okay, Sacramento Kings. You know,
They might play tonight. They might play tonight, if I'm not mistaken. But everything else kind of been.
What about the LA series?
Lakers think they finna do these dudes. They up 3-1. I never thought Memphis was gonna beat the Lakers. I just didn't. Even though they had Memphis number 2, they had Lakers number 8 or something like that.
Why do you think? Because they're young.
They don't have enough.
Oh, really?
I mean, I get little dude. He a star.
Durant.
Ja Morant.
Yeah.
Yeah, little gritty.
Mm-hmm.
He a little star. He ain't got enough wit. You still got to beat. You know, when healthy. When big dude down low healthy.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With LeBron, they're beasts now.
Yeah.
And so that's
yeah.
You know, shout out to Miami. Miami got them doing Milwaukee.
What's it called? Tough, ain't it?
Atlanta. I'm gonna show you what they did with Atlanta. Atlanta Hawks played last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they win or lose?
They won. So old boy hit a jumper, a deep 3 at the end.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So remind y'all, they had a concert tomorrow, at that stadium.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I read that on Facebook.
They got a concert at the stadium tomorrow.
They had a double book that month.
Yo, they thought
they done bet on them to be losing.
Don't
worry about that.
Atlanta got to play tomorrow. So now they got some kind of shape.
They got to figure it out.
What up, Donna Moore? Thanks for joining, lady. Thanks for joining.
Hey,
Y'all look, we finna get ready to get into our topic in a minute, man. We just kind of shooting it a little bit, putting y'all on a little community talk, a little sports, you know. Then we're gonna get into this thing what we talking about.
Okay.
You know, look, we also got the NFL draft tomorrow.
Okay.
So
it starts tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yo. So we'll see if Bryce Young go number 1 pick.
But they say that boy from Florida won't go first.
You know, it's so up in the air. A lot of people banging on Bryce Young. Now he probably will get picked number 1. I just said if I was just I wouldn't pick him number 1. He's too little for me.
Okay. What about Drew Brees? Drew Brees showed you something.
Drew Brees way bigger than that dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Drew Brees. He won the 180, 5'10", bullshit.
Oh,
Drew Brees was short. I mean, like 190. I mean, this dude ain't a big guy. Yeah. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, ladies. So definitely. And what else? I seen some more. Oh, let's talk about my boy Dion. Man, Dion done cleared the house.
I mean, you think that's a good thing?
Me personally, yes. Cause here's my thing.
Attitude.
No, it wasn't attitude.
What
Like
was it then?
if you were down 111 last year and you look like a $160, what can I do with you? Now they brought me in to win.
But this the dude that got 150 yards. You talking about? On the Colorado day or whatever it was.
Nah, dude left on his own. I don't think he pushed him out. I think dude kind of.
He said from what you know what I'm saying, I saw him. allegedly he was saying that he didn't think that he could get
playing
exposure like he
that,
wanted to.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
And Dion also told him, like, this team, half my team is not even here yet.
Okay, so they just all this hype right now, right?
Yeah, because
okay, so I ain't been following it.
So what happened? He got rid of 46 players.
So they making a big deal about it now.
They ain't got 20 people on the roster. You got to have an 83 or 85 on the roster. They ain't got but like 20 some scholarship because he got rid of all of them. But he telling you all his players coming in the summer. He got players, that be here, so he making way. But I did read up on where the players that had played on the team from last year, they said the coaches didn't even get them really a chance. It was basically like, if we messed up, they rolled us and dogged us out. The players that Dion brought over, they kind of just
so they said they ain't giving them a chance to compete.
Yeah, it was like just basically like y'all out of here anyway.
But the thing is, once you saw that go,
well, some of them did leave, and some of them got ran out of there. They get up out of there.
Yeah.
But I looked at them cats. I saw some of the spring game. Those cats are live. I see why they went 1-11. I mean, you can't win at 160, 180 in the college. I'm just sorry, you're just not going to win. Shit, you can barely win that shit in the league.
Well, you have certain players that can do it at that age.
But everybody can't be that.
Everybody can't be that.
Everybody.
Nah,
the lineman can't be that.
Nah, hell.
Shit, the lineman looks skinny.
Listen,
I'm telling you, bro.
Listen. But yeah, other than that, man.
Or Mars talking about Heat Nation. Look at Mars. Mars said Dion would go. So Mars said Dion would go to a bowl this year, 7 or 8 wins at least. I agree with you, homie. I agree.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Yeah.
Well,
who they play? I don't know.
He's out there in the pack. He got to play USC. Them they talk about USC, UCLA's, and stuff like that. But I'm talking about
losses right there. Right?
But them probably, I'm talking about that bottom middle half. I think
he'll excel in that part.
Yeah. So if you get 6 wins, you're going to a bowl game.
Right.
I think Dion will get 6 wins.
Okay, well, I can see that just on him being him.
I ain't talking winning no damn championship. No, not yet.
That's not nowhere near ready.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I believe the confidence that he exudes, that his players grab from him, is gonna help him be the coach he need to be. Because you know what I'm saying? I mean, he gives people, he's a motivational motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Let that shit happen. Okay. And then and to me, when I see him, he trying to teach the kids. He ain't just basically just let's play football. He said let's play football with a conscience to understand what's going on about the game and the business part. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking at. Yeah.
So look, we're getting ready to get into our topic, bro. Right? Like, real talk. So look, I'm just hitting. Okay. Look, we got a special guest on tonight. And so the topic, brother. The topic we talking about. Look, the topic we gonna be talking about.
Can we introduce her?
We're gonna introduce her.
She on yet?
She on, but we're gonna introduce her. You know what I'm saying? I'm different to say what the topic about, then we're gonna introduce her.
Okay, go ahead. That's what I'm gonna do.
So I'm just.
But she on now though. We can see her. She can see us.
Yeah, she can see us.
You see us?
Hey, Shonda.
Hey y'all.
Oh, okay. She on for real. She on.
Okay. So yes, I can. So we got a guest on tonight. Guest on tonight was Shonda Renee. I have seen her grow up. She's my oldest daughter, best friend, and she have a child. So the topic we're gonna be talking about old school parenting versus the new school parenting, and it's just based about like how we was raised and how it's so much different from now, and what the new generation, how do they raise their kids, and what do they think? And so basically, we just gonna, you know what I'm saying, pop it around. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have other people want to talk about it, join in, because everybody got
it. I mean, you have to get involved with the parenting because you know, even if you're not a parent now, you want to set tones for the kids that's coming up behind the kids that's in front of them.
No different.
So you want these kids to be good or have a good perspective of life, so you can move these generations forward.
So we gonna so LaShonda, we want you to introduce yourself and then tell us what you do, how many children you got, what's the names, I mean, how he is, just let them know. The reason I say how he is, to let them know, give them perspective of, am I 20, am I 30, am I 40, am I 50 with this man?
Okay, so my name is LaShonda, and I work at Children's Hospital, and I'm 23, and I have a 3-year-old, and she'll be 4 next year. So
And what's her name?
her name is Paris.
Okay.
So she just had a birthday, right?
No, her birthday is next month.
Next
Yeah.
month. I thought you said next year.
Well, I meant next month. She'll
Well,
be
don't be lying on this now. We don't do the
Which
lying now.
Paris is our oldest daughter, goddaughter.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's
That's great.
Jay
That J goddaughter. Okay.
Yeah. So more definitely. So LaShonda. So just to kind of show you where we come from, all right?
okay.
Show you where we come from, how we was raised. Um, so I'm 49. Now Tim a little older than me.
I'm 56.
Yeah,
So,
Tim 56.
so my thing's even different from here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, I was even different.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start out with older head.
Now for me, I was raised basically in a single family household. Okay. My mother was like 20 years old, was exactly 20 years old when she had me. So, and at that time, the social makeup was different because a young woman was having a child out of wedlock at that age, it was looked at differently. So it was a different type of pressures that were on her at that time. And then with her being a very independent type person and having his son, she raised me to be more independent, more uh, stern with me than it was when my sisters came along. So, like for instance, she'll slap me in the mouth and she'll talk to them. So
it changed from that time, just from your stage.
right from my stage to my sisters.
Yeah.
She talked more to my sisters. They had their little thing, but she would try to actually hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like to show me some or whatever. But she also would talk too. So it was like she'll teach lessons. And then the things that I figured later on that actually scared her about me, she tried to get it, like doing the exorcism or something like that. She tried to exercise that shit out of my ass. You know what I'm saying? Because it scared her about me. But as we grew and I grew and I grew to understand myself, we talked more. We became more of a brother and sister as life went on. Because I got an uncle, her brother, me and him are the same age. So it was easy for me and him, and my grandmother was very much a part of my growing up too. So I don't know, in the family as a whole, our family is basically everybody had a part in raising our kids. Everybody, my aunts, my uncles, um, my granddaddy, my grandmother. We knew extended family. We always have family functions. We'll do talent shows. We'll do all this, and it always was about family. Now, did they always get along? I was young, but I saw the turmoil at times. Now, the thing that I know now that I didn't know then is that we all as a family should have talked it out. But what happened then? They started separating because of the turmoil. Because nobody wanted to talk to each other about it because the good times were so. They wanted to always stay in the good times, but in life we have to grow. And in order to grow, you have to have the sun and the rain. But a lot of people don't want to accept that whole thing. That's what we saw. And my granddaddy, grandmother, my aunts and uncles taught me those different values. We went to church.
Yeah.
I was baptized early. You know what I'm saying? That was a big thing.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? Church was a big thing for us.
Yeah. Same.
Making sure we did what we were supposed to do in school, making sure we were mannerable to older people. Respect was a big thing. Respect was a very big thing.
Yes sir, no sir.
Yes or no. So you better not say yeah.
Yeah. Huh?
Boy.
Huh? Yeah.
But yeah, gotcha. You found that out early. Like your baby 3 years old. You say yeah. That mouth get hit a couple times. You won't say yeah no more. So that's how it was.
So for mine was more. I mean, even coming off yours, respect always was big. It was more what you say really don't matter. It's what I say. You do as I say. You couldn't question, like we couldn't like question what you said. You know, if we thought that we couldn't really, you know what I'm saying?
Voice it.
Voice it.
Nah, you better not voice. We're voicing amongst each other.
Exactly. So just parenting been so much different. Like I had different levels of. I got older children, I got younger children. I just know if we older, we more stricter. As we got the
But
younger
now
kids.
we're talking about how you were parenting.
Now, as far as our parenting,
Yeah, okay.
like it was always strict. It was always
strict.
more of a.
But you grew from your parenting saying that it's better.
Because as a kid, you be like, man, I have a kid, man, I don't want my kid to, you know, go through or had to deal with some of the stuff we had to deal with. So you change a little.
I wonder how many people actually say that because you act like you're speaking my language. Okay.
Like even like we was in church every Sunday, right? All day on Sunday. So when I got older, I always said, shit, when I get older, it's some Sunday, I ain't gonna want to go to church. Shit, I ain't got to go. And so I did that, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people did it too. So I just want to give LaShonda your point of view as far as parenting on your level now. Like, how is it for you?
Okay, how I parent or how I was.
Maybe first tell us how you was brought up, and then did it change on your parenting on your child?
Okay, so how I was brought up, I would say I wasn't brought up in like a big family.
Okay.
So like it was like always my mom and my dad. It wasn't like, oh, your auntie could do this, your grandma could. Well, my grandma could. Like it was like my mom and my daddy. They was always there. Mama, daddy, and my grandma and my granddaddy. They helped, and we went over their house every weekend or whatever. But like we was really like home with our mom. We didn't have a big family where everybody can get on to you. Like you know how they be like the village can raise a child.
Village can raise, yeah.
I wasn't raised in an environment like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I feel like that affects how I parent because I'm one of them like. I mean, certain people in my baby life can say something to her, discipline her, but like I don't play that.
Everybody can't talk to your kid. Everybody can't.
But I'm the type of person like I don't know it within reason.
Yeah.
I had like you would get in trouble in school, the teacher could beat you, grandma gonna get you, auntie gonna get you. Yeah, I don't. That's not me. And it really piggies back off of the fact I wasn't even raised like that. Like if I did something, you told my mama. My mama was gonna get me.
Yeah.
My dad me. But the type of household where like they handled it. They gonna handle it. Don't hit my child. Don't do that. You can discipline her. You can say something to her, but physically, it was always like my mom and my daddy did it.
Gotcha.
With me, I'm basically like the same way with my daughter because like it's not a village. I do everything. My parents help me. My grandparents help me, but I do everything. I'm there every day doing.
So it's nothing you do different. How your parents were, it's nothing you tweaked a little bit, kind of like, well, I ain't like this part what my mom and dad did, so I don't want to put that on my child.
Yes, and with me, to me, I feel like the biggest difference, and I seen it because my sister is 26.
Okay.
I'm 3. My brother just turned 17, and then Paris is 3. So you the difference goes down. Like I feel like my sister probably was the one who got the worst like everybody because she was the oldest.
Oldest always get it.
The oldest.
You the
oldest.
You feel me?
Yeah, the oldest.
Let us come on.
See,
hey, how you doing? You all right?
Okay, so like I was the middle child, so I felt like I kind of got away with a little more than my sister could. And then I was the type like my parents like we grew up getting weekends when we was younger. I feel like everybody got weekends, but I feel like that's one thing about me. I really try not to do as much. Like as far as like I got discipline her, I'll pop her, I get the belt and hit her 1 or 2 times, but like because of how I was raised, I'm real big on like beating her. That's something I personally I don't like.
So you don't like you don't like what? You don't like the whooping?
I don't like to, but I do what I have to do. Like, you know, if you don't discipline your child, you don't get on your child, they're gonna be wild, they're gonna do whatever. They're gonna do whatever. But I feel like me, I really try to implement gentle parenting. But you know, I was raised a certain way, so it's still ingrained in me. Like my first instinct be to get the belt. But
You know what's funny is that by you saying that, it means it sounds great because gentle parenting to me is saying that if I'm parenting in a gentle way, when I get a little excited or get a little hype, you have to understand that. Tiny, how you doing? You have to understand that I don't want you to do that, and that can take away the actual feeling.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I be
you know what I'm saying? Just by the change of your
like
vibration, right?
I'm saying, like I try to talk more. Like it's really frustrating. Like if I get frustrated, I'm human, and you hear her running around now doing.
So what do you do for your self help?
My, okay, so like I became a parent when the whole spiritual journey. Everybody started going like their spiritual journey,
Right.
and like really learning. Like I read books. I got books in my phone, audio books in my phone, like how to talk so that a toddler can understand you, how to break generational curses, like understanding that trauma is passed down from generation to generation to generation. So it was like I really put myself through school. Like I really
Right.
taught
Right.
myself. Like
So you're saying that you really love your child enough that you will learn what's the best way to do the things that need to be done to bring her to the best future. That's what you're saying.
say that again.
Say you was willing to say that you would do whatever it took. If it
Whatever.
took you to learn something new to bring your
Yeah.
child to the best future that she could have, you was about that.
Yeah. Like really like about it from
Love that. I love that right there.
it
And that's
started
the 20-year-old generation people.
because when you become a parent, you just think about a whole lot of stuff you never thought about before being a parent. You know, well, I didn't like this. And I have the right to do this differently with my child.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, let me give you that. Come on, let me get to that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why I say our generation, like we get the most talk about, oh, we the worst generation, we wild, we this, we that. But when you look on the other hand, we really got some innovators in our generation because who really started the whole well, I'm not saying we started it, but like we the generation that embodies the self-love, healing,
Yeah.
spiritual journey. Like we on the forefront. Like Gen Z is so emotionally intelligent and they are so smart. Why?
Because your history gonna bring it to you. See,
No.
this thing been going on for a while. It's genetically. It's the waking up process. The waking up doesn't start in one generation. It starts over time.
Yeah, like every generation has done their
Every
part.
generation brings they pass the baton. They pass the baton. So
Yeah.
no generation really has an exclusive hold on the awakening. The awakening is a whole
Yeah.
our ancestors that went through the slavery and went through what I ain't gonna get Thomas. I ain't gonna I could go a whole lot of ways with that, but understand that we all linked together. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And don't let nobody tell you that your contribution is not a contribution to the betterment of who we are. Your contribution is just as important as everybody else's contribution because all that comes through you, just like it comes through me and everybody else. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there.
Look, we got another guest on here, right?
What we got on here, man?
The killer. Call on him.
Hey, how you doing? I am a father, a friend, and a fool. I wanna get a shout out to that young lady that said Generation Z. I will co-sign that. You guys are the most emotionally
Yeah,
adapted generation I've seen.
like we've made it our personality trait to
Yeah.
Yeah, I will give y'all that.
Yeah.
I will give y'all that. And I disagree with the young man that said it's no one generation. Our generation stopped the singing, the Rodney King version. The Rodney King, we used to be the marchers. Dr. King was the marching man. That generation they marched, they did all that. Our generation after Rodney King, man, don't play with us. We started the rebellion against the BS,
Black
the
Panther.
oppression.
Black Panther didn't do anything.
Yeah, they did. They
Oh,
did, but like you said,
so that
it was,
generation, that passed that down to us.
Let me finish. Okay, let me respond to that. The Black Panthers did start something. Now, just like I'm going to take the credit for the rebellion, we also got to take the credit for the bullshit. That was the Black Panthers that turned into Crips, Bloods, Disciples, Vice Lords.
Mm.
We also started that as well. So it goes hand in hand. It's good and it's bad. But the thing is, we got to learn to evolve. The thing right now is evolution. You can't stay stuck in one way. If you don't evolve, then you're not growing. And parenting is evolving. I have 1, 2, 3. If I got to go in my head and do that, that means I got a lot of children. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 kids.
Okay.
Them first 3 was raised by 2 generations, my mom's generation and mine. And the other ones was raised, different. I'll just say that. My first daughter is a certified fool. I mean, a lunatic. But I got to take some credit in that because she was raised by a young man that was a lunatic. You did? I wasn't ready to have no children. I thought I was. I thought I was ready to be a father. I was just ready to be a dad. It's a difference. Okay. A father's going to be there and raise that child. A father's going to give guidance. A dad is pretty much just going to be the friend. And you have to be a little bit of both of them nowadays in order to raise a child. And another thing, you got to be willing to listen to these children and understand where they're coming from so you can tell them where they need to go. You can't just be hard on them all the time. My first 3, Goon City, old school, born in 1973. This is how I'm going to raise my children. Shut the blank up, sit the blank down. I'll knock you in the next week. That's who I was. Okay. I'm not that same guy anymore. You do not have to beat your children into obedience. If you think about it, man, I had a talk with a young lady up out of Atlanta, man. And we just had a good vibe one day, man. I met her, man. We sat down and we started talking. And she opened my eyes to something. Well, I agree with her. I'm not going to say she opened my eyes, but I agree with her. When she made the statement that, man, a lot of, we have to look back and realize that if you were born in 19 anything, you ain't nothing but a rock throw away from slavery. And that means our parents was raised by, we have generations upon generations that was raised with a slave mentality. We raised our children. We raised a lot of our children with the master and slave mentality. Go and get them switches and bring them back and I'm going to beat your ass when you do something wrong. Man, that is mental trauma. When you think back on it now, don't get me wrong. The way I was raised, I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I feel like it helped me be a better person. But I learned to grow and evolve, not only with the lessons I was taught as a kid, but with the lessons I learned as an adult. And you have to keep learning every day. Yeah. Who wants to wake up every day and stay the same? You have to evolve every day you wake up. If you don't, you're going to stay asleep. That's why they call people with sense, oh, you woke. I had one of my homeboys tell me, man, you too woke. Well, I ain't trying to be too dead, bro. Yeah. You need to make that make sense, my nigga. Shit, that's a compliment to me. Motherfucker told me one day, Kim, man, you too woke, man. I know who you used to be. Yeah, bro, I know who I used to be. This ain't who the fuck I am. And tomorrow I might be somebody different. But life is what it is. I salute y'all for having this conversation, man. It is well needed, man. And we need somebody from every generation in here, man. For real.
Appreciate it.
Because this has to stop. To be honest, man, this shit finna sound corny as hell, especially coming from me. Bernie Mac came up with a phrase saying, fuck them kids. Bernie Mac was a fucking comedian, man. A fucking comedian. He meant that comical. When you say fuck them kids and you act like fuck them kids, you saying fuck the future. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Grow up, man. Yeah. We not just the children need to grow up. We need to grow up as parents, man. And then this shit don't stop. Like I said, you have to wake up every day and evolve and try and be better as a person every day. You have to be better as a parent every day. My last 3 kids, I do not raise them like I raised my first 3 kids. My last 3 kids, my first 3 kids be looking at my last 3 kids like, oh, dad is soft on you. No, daddy was wrong a lot of times with y'all. That's what it was. I ain't soft with them. I just see my mistakes that I made with y'all, and I evolved and I adjusted. And I apologize for the BS that I put a lot of my older kids through, but they great kids, man. That first one is a fool. But hey, it is what it is. I know where she got it from. I know where she got it from. And I'm working with her. And I ain't gave up on her yet. And here go another thing, man, that we got to stop doing. And that is get the fuck out at 18. Get the fuck on. You grown. Go on about your business. Man, they mind ain't ready. They mind ain't ready.
We're going to talk about it.
We have to hold them a little bit longer, man, to make sure that they ready before we send them out here in this messed up world. Because that world ain't going to play with them. We might, the world won't.
LaShonda, I think LaShonda had something to say. What you
Come on, son. Come with me. I'm here today.
Because it was so funny because when you first said something about the podcast earlier today, like I was at work on the computer and I was just typing down like key points I want to make. Like I got to say this, I have to say this. Yeah. And he spoke on like everything that I typed down. And when I first started like my journey to be a better person, to be a better friend, just to be better. The first book I read called
I didn't hear you.
Just broke down and explained how generational trauma works. Like it talked about the fact that like a few generations ago we were enslaved. Like we went through gruesome and horrible things, and that's still in our DNA. Like it's still in us. The things that our ancestors went through, everything, like it's still in us. And it's that hurt and that pain is gonna continue to get passed down and passed down and passed down to somebody be like, you know what, this ain't it. Like somebody has to be bold enough to be like, this ain't it. Like I deserve better. My parents,
yeah, this ain't what's up.
Their parents deserve better. My children deserve better. My child have, they deserve better. Like we just deserve better as people.
Yeah, Tyra said post-traumatic slave syndrome is real.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's suffering from stuff that we didn't even take part of. Like
we had no idea.
The slave trade, everything we're still suffering from that to this day.
To this day.
To this day. To this day.
We still suffering from. You right. And I'm so glad that you at 23 understand that generations and generations of us, it's still us. It's still us.
And it starts
with the same people.
Somebody has to be like,
we got to break it. We got to change.
It's easier said than done, man. I was talking to a partner of mine, man. And here's my point. I was talking to a partner of mine earlier today. He was a stone fool, man, when we was growing up. He shoot that pistol. He gonna throw them hands. He gonna sell some dope. You know, this is the 90s. You feel me? This when I was in my teen years, and I growed up with a lot of cats like that. My man wind up, life wind up going to prison, coming home. Long story short, out of all the nonsense he did as a adolescent, right now, man, this man is a youth minister, and he goes back to his old projects 3 to 5. No, I say 1 to 3 times a week, man, giving back to the community. Okay. And I look back on him. I had to tell him today, man, I told him how proud I was of him. And he gave God all the glory. He was like, man, God reached down out the dirt and changed me. I got to do the same thing for the children. And I know this guy. And I know God got a hold on him, but God ain't got a grip. I know this guy. If you tremble, he will flake out and go back to them old ways. But the thing is, at least he's trying to make a difference. And a lot of folks don't make a difference. They just want to criticize the ones that do. Yeah. And we got to stop. And I was talking to him earlier today about the Willie Lynch laws. You did? Yeah. Which is crazy to me. This man told us over 400 years ago what the fuck he was going to do to us. Yeah. He told us what he was going to do. He gave us the recipe. And yet we still eat the food. Put the dark skin against the light skin. Put the men against the women. And what they what they act like they still don't see, put the young against the old. And it's going to divide and control the African-American male for years and years to come. And here we are, almost 500 years later, still falling for that same bullshit. Even though we know the poison they put in our food, we still eating it. It's up to us to take a diet, man. We can't keep eating that bullshit and then expect for us to be healthy. spiritually, mentally, and physically. As a community, as a black family, we can't do that.
I mean, that's pretty good. You had something, sir?
No, I'm straight. You
Okay.
straight?
Yeah,
No, don't get quiet. I told you I was waiting on this shit. I've been waiting. I can't even get my camera right. Don't get quiet. Come on. Get one folks in here. Get somebody grandmama in this motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna get. Somebody grandmama in here. I'm a granddaddy. Get somebody great grandmama in here.
Here's my thing. Look, so I understand it because I got 5 children myself, and they all staggered. I got older kids and I got younger kids, and I noticed, you know, we were older when we had kids. You know, we were still teaching what we was taught at that time, right? So
Fact.
it was more
Fact.
strict. Yeah, it's more strict on our older children.
Facts.
Because even our older children be like, "Damn, Dad, Mom, y'all got soft with them. Y'all let them do whatever." No, and when Kim said, "No," I just realized some of the stuff we did, baby, wasn't right.
Wasn't right.
So you just
It
trying
wasn't right.
it. But I also the easier we got on these children. Now these children start to feel more.
Oh, they privileged. Oh, they privileged.
And we give them that. Like we give them that.
We gotta take it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
My children, they picking like back in our days, if our parents cook one meal, they cook one meal, you either eat that or your ass starve. Right? Yeah, we right here cooking 2 or 3 different like I said,
Motherfucking short on the cooks around here.
bro, like look. When I see a sandwich, my younger kids be like, "What? What is a sandwich?" I be like, "A meal, dinner, bologna, some chips, and Kool-Aid, or that's a meal for me." My kid like, "Dad, we ain't on that." You know, and so I mean, it's hard juggling.
So the question is, do you deal with them and compromise with her, or do you dictate to them what's gonna happen?
When they draw me to where like I feel like they downright just like they downright not trying me, but they downright privileged. They feel like, you know, I'd be like, "Oh, you motherfuckers, okay, I'm gonna show you." Now they done drew me there, and I'd be like, "Let me reel y'all back a little bit. Today we eat noodles."
Okay, you bring it back down.
You're like, "Today we eat sheep."
Mm-hmm.
So
they don't care. They be like, "Mama, put some onions in it with that seasoning."
But see, that's good though.
Care.
So
Yeah.
and I would bring out now is ingenuity.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? See, one thing I've noticed about the kids in the generation that, because I have a 23-year-old in the house with me now, and I've been with him since once I got out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
I left my son. I taught my son all the way till he was like 6 years old. Me and him was tight, but I was in the street heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I left him at 6. Next time I saw him, basically he was 24. Okay. So my son that's with my wife now, he was 15 when we got together.
Gotcha.
So now I get a chance to raise a teenager. Now what I'm seeing is that he Generation Z.
Yeah.
The only thing I have a problem with his part of Generation Z and the people he ran with, they're too lackadaisical about life.
They just carefree.
You know,
Break that down. They too what about life?
lackadaisical. That means
That's a big word. It has a lot of syllables in it. Say that. Break that for me. I'm here to learn, bro. I'm here to learn.
You went to Woodlawn. You got to.
I went to Woodlawn.
Yeah, take that nigga while he right here playing.
That nigga know what that is. Oh, my bad.
He might as well with the Woodlawn. He hang with everybody.
Hey, but let's try to tell him what that means.
All right, hold on. My computer going slow, y'all. Hold on.
You putting it up?
That shit sounded like something off a Disney movie, like a Daisy. What is that? Sound like something Tinkerbell would do. I want to watch that. What is that? I don't want to be like a Daisy. Whatever that word is.
Shonda finna break it down.
Okay. So the dictionary definition of lackadaisical is lacking enthusiasm and determination. They're carelessly like, and that I wanted to talk about that when it comes to.
Oh, I got a point on that too. Go ahead, baby.
Wait a minute. Now I want you to confirm that was a word.
It is a word, but I just wanted to know what it was because I'm ready to use that shit on the motherfucker tomorrow. What you talking about? Nigga, you acting real like a danger, bro. Stop acting so like a danger. So like a danger ass. Yeah, I'm waiting to use that. I want to goddamn improve my vocabulary. Okay, go ahead, babe. What's your point?
So I feel like it is one of the drawbacks to gentle parenting, and I had to realize that because I'm raising a 3-year-old and she's turning 4, and you have to have balance.
Yeah, you
Like,
do.
You have to have a little bit of old school and a little bit
Yeah,
of
a
gentle.
little bit of new school. Yeah, where
Because
there is no consequences, chaos. You have to have consequences in life. You have to tell your children that it's consequences in life. If not, you letting loose a fool. You letting loose a demon, something that is non-productive to
you
society.
got to find that balance because new generation, they are spoiled. Because like I said, I'm older. Like, I got little cousins, little brothers, little sisters, like, and they do have that type of mindset where it's like we be so busy trying to make it better for them,
Better for them.
we'll mess up and make it too easy for them, make
Right.
it
See,
too
the thing
good
is,
for them. And they don't realize that it's real out here. Like, it's hard out here. Like,
and that's us. That's not them.
Yeah.
yeah,
They
it,
we're not teaching them to realize that it's tough out there because we want to give them this yellow brick road.
Yeah.
The thing is, as parents, we have to give them the same balance that we're trying to have as adults. Okay, the balance is I am a real nice, loving guy, but I also have another side of me. Okay, and this side I have to embrace that side as much as I embrace this side. So it's gonna be times you got to do it, and we have to teach them that. Listen, I want to give you the best in life, but you got to understand that you got to start right here. You don't deserve what I have. I did this. Let me show you how you can earn. It might not be the way I earned it, but let me show you how you can earn your way to getting the things you want from me that I can give you. That's giving them a job in the house.
Yeah.
Cut the grass, then I think about giving you a new skateboard. If you cut it every month, I make sure you got this, and that. You just don't get it. I just don't give it to you. You earn this from me because I have it for you. It's yours. It's your inheritance. But let's work for it in-house.
But see, the only thing about that, like with these kids these days, shit, man, you say cut grass, they will laugh at you. They're like, I go on the internet and make my own money now. Like, it's like cutting grass. I seen some cat like, I pay you $25, back in the day, $25 was a lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna do the same thing. If they got an internet groove, you foster that, you push that.
Yeah.
Like your baby just won an award for art. You push that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's their thing. They got a knack for this.
Yeah.
Very creative. So you push that. You watch that child. That child will show you his talent, her talents. And once they show you their talents, you as the adult with the consciousness of what you're seeing, you start mapping the way for them to have the best of what they know, what's going to open the doors for them.
Yeah. And I think a lot of parents don't know versus like if your kid got a chance, I don't know how to put them in that direction.
Let me show you this. Let me show you something. See, this is what they're doing.
Okay.
They keep us working. Busy. Let me show you what I did. When I got out of prison, they kept me working. When I hit that 10 hours, that work thing, I changed clothes, put on another outfit, and go do something for me. See, these children are for me. If I can work for you, if I got to work 10 hours here, I can give my kids 4 hours. I can give my kids 4. I ain't gonna give them 12 because bitch, you might want to give me 12 hours. So I got at least 2 more hours to deal with them.
I got you.
I'm gonna get to know these folks, man. I'm gonna love these folks. I'm gonna take and sacrifice my time. I might lose sleep. I might be tired.
Sleep when I die.
I sleep when this motherfucker over.
Yeah.
They gonna be ready. Oh, my bad.
You all right. I want to touch on a statement you made that
I'm sorry.
we work so hard that we trying to show these kids a yellow brick road and let them know that life is okay. But just like that yellow brick road that was in the movie The Wizard of Oz, along that yellow brick road, even though that road was made out of gold, north of the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, the Lion, look at how many obstacles they had to walk past, even on that yellow brick road.
Kim,
and it takes people to guide them.
Exactly. And I'm saying, I'm not saying we're not giving them the yellow brick road and the obstacles. I'm saying you showing them that, but you ain't showing them the obstacles. Show them
Yeah,
all.
yeah, that's my point. That's my point exactly. Yeah, you was right about that. But you right. You got to show them. You got to show them the what's them little bitty people name? They ain't elves or dwarfs. What the munchkins? You got to let them know. Hey, it's gonna be some munchkins out there. That's gonna be the children they gonna have. It's gonna be some flying monkeys out there. That's gonna be the gang bangers they gonna run across. It's gonna be a wicked witch. That's gonna be the government. It's gonna be a lot of things out there along that yellow brick road that we providing for them. They just got to learn to avoid them, and it's got to be us to show them how to avoid them. And here's another thing, man.
So what y'all saying? We gotta tell the kids about us being a freak meat.
You got to tell them you're the freak.
They gotta be grown for that. They gotta be grown for that.
They get of age.
That's what I wanted to hear. You gotta tell them.
You
They gotta be grown for that.
That pussy pop, pop. You remember all
Here's
that,
my
man?
thing.
Come on,
Here's my
man.
thing. Because what happens, you have to let them know. Well, I used to be this. I used to do this. Because our kids will put us on a pedestal and think we so like when
And they gotta be like us.
Yeah.
And then you put a whole guilt trip on that when they do little thing. Oh, I get my mom and dad. And you a whole freak.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm getting.
Male or female,
That's all I'm
you're
getting.
the whole freak.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting.
Don't put that guilt shit on them.
Yeah.
Teach them as they get understanding of what they're doing. If they grow with them, you ain't got to give them the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if they 17, 18, 19,
Yeah.
let them
You know how you was when you was a kid.
they get to where they
Stop acting like you was a
understand
perfect kid. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stop acting like you was a perfect kid. You know how you was when you was a kid.
Shit, don't make me tell you when to do it. I don't know you damn kid.
Even Donna Moore just chimed in. She said, "Tell them the truth, no matter what."
No matter
There
what.
you go, Donna.
I'm a firm believer in that. Don't lie to me. I tell my children, I raised all 6 of my children with that philosophy right here. I don't care if you kill the president. I'm gonna be the one to help you get out of town. But the thing is, you got to tell me the truth in order for me to help you.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't lie to me about nothing. I'm your
I'm
dad.
going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going on with your mic. Hold on.
In and out. Your mic going in and out.
I might have hit the mute button by mistake, man. You know I'm old, my nigga. I don't know how to work this shit for real.
Oh yeah, you want them grandma and granddad? Hey, baby, I don't know, baby.
Okay, I had my hand on the mute button. Okay, I had my hand on the mute button. How my volume is right now?
Before we get out of here, do you have anything else to say before we let y'all out of here?
I do, man. Another thing, as far as the kids go, man, you got to respect these children. You got to give these children a certain amount of respect, man.
I hear you. There's something going on right here.
They
I can't hear
you. Is you muted over there?
See if y'all microphones are muted. Check and see if y'all microphone muted.
You hear me?
I can hear y'all.
I can't hear y'all at all. Look, I can't hear y'all.
Listen, can you hear us?
Yeah.
If you can hear us, look, thank y'all for coming on. Something going on with
I don't know. We can't
technology here. But look, we gonna do this again. We ain't gonna leave it right here, but we can't hear nothing. Try it again. Want to try it again? Yeah, ain't nothing we can do.
You can resend it if you want to come back.
So look, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna invite y'all on with more people. We're gonna have a big forum. We're gonna go live and have a big forum.
And then we're gonna try to do some of this stuff live. Yeah. Okay, so we can really talk to our parents of all generations. Let's see how let's work with it.
All right, better enough.
Look, we finna get ready to get out of here, man. We enjoyed y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Thank
so look, I will be
one love now. One love. See y'all later.
Yeah. So we look.
Video.
No, we ain't finished. I mean, we still
here.
You know, we still got, you know what I'm saying? We still got a minute, couple minutes. Look, man, we enjoyed the guests we had on. Something happened where we couldn't hear them no more.
Yeah, but y'all were hearing, and that's our fault because we didn't.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, so they were saying good thing. We had a lot of nice conversation. I mean, we're gonna revisit this. We got a lot of stuff we're gonna revisit. We're gonna try to revisit. A lot of times we're gonna do a live in-person show.
Yeah,
we're working on that right now because we want people to be able to be and see and be around people who really care about their families and their neighborhood and their futures.
And so I think it was a great topic, man, because check out what's going on, man. It'll trickle down to where I'm starting to see more females getting killed now.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you just had two girls yesterday, last night, over there in Kingston at the store, got targeted where somebody just walked up on them and shot them, killed one and shot the other girl. One died and one survived.
Well,
Over there at Sweet Daddy's at the store. Nigga, dude walked up. Oh, I don't know, dude or female. I don't know.
allegedly.
They saying somebody walked up. They're in a crowd now. There's a group of girls standing outside in front of the store. Somebody walked up and started shooting.
Some Pacific girls.
Yeah, the girl ended up running the
How
store.
old were they?
19. I found out the girl died at 19.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, her mom is on my Facebook. I saw what she like. Her mom and her auntie. They were like, that was my niece, and you know.
This got to stop. I mean, and it only stops by us changing who we are. Us taking a reflective look in our homes, in our schools, in our churches, in our grocery stores, in our backyards, in our bedroom, everywhere we need to take a look at ourselves to bring our future to a better, more tranquil peace, man. We don't need this right here.
And then what's crazy, then you had the other female, or the other incident happened where the female shot the other female and killed the other. And this is a different incident. You saw the trickle down to female. Back in our days, females weren't doing this. Like you didn't hear females kill each other or even getting killed. It was more than men out there doing whatever. But now it's to the female, to the children, to the younger generation. We losing daily. The 4-year-old got shot the other day.
I mean, it got to stop.
The 4-year-old.
That's just in Birmingham, Alabama now. That ain't even crossed. Now, all this is coming from
Here.
Yeah.
Now we're not even talking global. We ain't talking in Chicago. We ain't talking in Memphis. We ain't talking in New York. We talking Birmingham, Alabama. This is what's going on. This has to cease. I mean, the thing is, let's be a city that show that we can be a city to come together and make changes within our society that can move us forward. Yeah. We don't have to keep doing the same thing. Yeah. I mean, hey,
it's us.
It's a bad wind that don't change.
Just as well as we got it like this, the well we can change it. We really can, but there got to be a want to, man. Until we get sick and tired of being sick and tired of sitting around talking about we having a visual, we having
it's time to get to work. It's time to get your hands dirty.
I mean, like, cause
get your hands dirty.
It's starting to get home.
Let's get out there.
You start to know these people that's dying. So it's hitting around your door.
And children,
man, they children.
Children.
It's wiping out a whole generation, dude.
Man, we can't keep doing that because I love all of them.
I
love all of them.
Donna Moore said it's a lack of self-respect that leads to no respect for others. And it's funny, man. It's like, I don't want to harp on the younger generation so much, but when I see them, it's like they just don't have a care in the world for nothing.
But where did they learn that though?
I don't know. So here's my thing.
Why haven't they unlearned that?
I'm in the corner store yesterday.
Right.
A little kid, he probably 19, 18, maybe 21. He's in the package store. I'm in the store buying candy.
Right.
He in there with a gun this big with the clip this long inside his bag. Now remind you, he might have weighed 80 pounds. Mm-hmm. He's that thin. The gun bigger than him. Mm-hmm. And he got to hold the gun. The gun about to fall down his pants. He got to hold the gun by the clip while he getting the candy and the pieces he buy from the store. He don't know what to do. I'm like, is that rough?
I mean, who are they talking to?
I don't know.
See, I mean, we can always say, like, okay, I look at it like this. If you have a 3-year-old, say for instance, and a 3-year-old walking through the house and go to the plug and start pulling at the plug, what you gonna do?
Tell him to stop.
You gonna stop? You're gonna try to explain to him why, whatever. So see, these somewhere along that line of them growing up, this didn't happen. We can't take credit for it not happening. Only thing we can do is recognize that that didn't happen.
Somebody ain't.
So from that point, he lost a lot of respect for not only himself, but even the people that raised him.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what that person, that child, really basically saw within their lifestyle.
I agree.
Okay, so now how can we get these kids that have not been shown no love to understand that there is love? Because if you've never seen love, how can you recognize love that you've never seen? So everything to you looks like everything that you've ever seen in your life. So if you've been abused, you've been persecuted, you've been talked too rough, you've been blah, 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 whatever. When a person say, hey, how you doing? Oh, what you mean? That's all you know. How are we going to reach out and touch and bring this love into fruition to where they understand that as older people that have been through life and saw life and been in these survival modes that you're into, and things are becoming more open to where we understand that we can get more, and you don't have to be in this mode, but this mode been passed down to you.
Look, we got another comment from Donna Moore. She said, have to be taught a better way by people who are willing to. We have to teach and show love. And we totally agree with you.
You got to bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Now, you came out with Freaknik. Bring them out. Bring them out. You twerk. Come teach. If you twerk, you can teach. If you twerk, goddamn, you twerk, you can teach. Come on out, show them. I got them. I love it, and I watch you twerk. I was at Freaknik night. I loved it. I loved it. I'm so scared myself because I'm like, cause we niggas didn't do nothing.
Hey, we love y'all. Look,
I'm not nothing. It wasn't me.
We glad y'all joined us.
Listen, it looked like it was me.
It was a great conversation.
I promise you.
And we gotta have this.
It was not. I thought it wasn't me.
I'm
gonna holler at y'all.
If you haven't liked us,
like and follow now. What's happening?
We have a Facebook page, T.O.G. Marilla.
That's
we
right.
have a YouTube page, T.O.G. Marilla's podcast. We're going live every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday night, come on in.
Please join in, man. These conversations.
And if you see somebody that might look like me on that Freaknik thing, it wasn't not me.
These conversations.
I promise you.
These conversations.
Don't all that old stuff that dude was doing. Listen now. I would not ever. All them women, no, them women that I did not know that it was.
What I'm saying? Feel it. Yeah, the hunt is on. Every step I take is with my gauge. I'm selling dope. I can't live on fucking minimum wage. A young black man, now you know what that means, G. A hard life, and ain't nobody hiring me. Too black, too strong for this fucking little system, man. No Uncle Tom, so I'm fucking up that little plan. So fucking scared that I might just up and retaliate. You ask me why, should my heart be filled with hate? Motherfuck the past, talking about shit that's happening here today. I'm on my knees, oh Lord help me control this rage. I'm being teased like a beast, locked within a cage. They're setting traps, and almost killed me twice, you see. They won't feel safe till they got me hanging from a tree. I'm still running, but I got the Lord on my side. Broke on the corner for my homies that have fought and died. Ain't nothing changed, I still live my life in fear. I ask you God, where do we go?